What's up, YouTube? This is Nick from Neon Dream Games, and I guess this is going to be my kind of end of the year wrap-up video slash looking forward into the future video slash just getting a bit real. So stick around and let's get into it. All right, so first of all, I'm going to be eating a pizza while I shoot this video. That's a bit strange, but you know, I'm actually lactose intolerant, so I might pay for this a bit later, but the truth of the matter is, as you can see, I don't have my microphone. It's actually right here off camera, but it's not working because I usually shoot these videos on my phone. I have an Android Pixel Fold, and usually I can plug in my camera right into it and use an external mic. But Google decided to do something in their most recent Android update, and they removed the feature to use external mics or something, so it doesn't work. And I don't really have a good solution yet. I'm working on it to get that back, so sorry if the audio is messed up and whatever, but it's sort of fitting for the way this video is going to go. How has my year gone? Well, as you know, let's just do a quick recap. I started this channel by abandoning a reverse tower defense game that I didn't feel prepared to make. It was a bit out of my realm of ability. So I tried to pare back, and I tried to make a lane defense game. Fruits versus veggies, as that's been most of what I've been talking about on this channel. And it just wasn't fun. You can watch the videos about that. I'm not going to get too much into it, but it just wasn't fun, and I couldn't think of a way to make it fun, and I didn't want to make it anymore, so I abandoned that. And then I surprise released a game that I had just made in a tutorial phase early on when I was learning, that I tweaked a little bit, added a couple things to it, and that was a fun little surprise. But you know, I released it for free. I didn't expect much to come of it, and not much did come of it. So here we are. We're at the end of the year. What's going on? Well, to be honest, I didn't know what to do for this video. This video is coming out on New Year's Eve, on the eve of a new year. I didn't know what to do. And then I watched a video from Pascal from Orange Pixel. I really like his channel. I really like what he does. I just kind of came across his channel this year, and I found out in his end of the year update wrap up that he's been struggling with depression all year. And to be honest, I didn't know I was going to share this or whatever, but when he made that video, I just thought, you know what? Let's be real. That's the whole point of this, trying to be real. I've also been struggling with depression, and it has hindered me from accomplishing anything, especially in the last couple months. I've been managing to make a video here and there, and I've been spreading out content where I can. But I'm honestly, right now, I'm at a point, I'm eating a pizza, making a video, don't have a good sound. The year's wrapping up. I've got no real good prospects going forward. That's just sort of how my year's been going. Let me take it back a little bit. I used to run my own business for the past 10 years. And I sold things online on Amazon, on eBay. In the last 2 years, the economy has tanked. My business tanked. My wholesale prices went up with inflation. And, I'm not going to bore you with the whole long story because it's a game channel, but I just want to tell you how I got here, how I got to this place. And, I had to go back and get a job. I got a job that sucked. I worked there for 4 months, and it just had a terrible boss, terrible work environment. Let's put it this way. I don't work well under people. I don't mind working with people, but I tend to like to be the boss. I've always dreamt of running my own business, and I did for the past 10 years. So in some ways, I was living my dream, and then my dream was taken away from me. It wasn't my ultimate dream. I've always wanted to be creative. That would be my ultimate dream, to make an income with something creative. So while I was working this super crappy job, I was desperate. I was like, you know what? I'm going to go back to something I loved when I was younger, and that's programming. And I always wanted to make video games. And I felt like the tools were there finally to be able to do that. But I started to learn. My crappy job pushed me into doing this to really push myself and make something. But then I got fired from that job. Nothing I did. The company they grew too quickly. They overhired. And I had the same position as the boss's daughter. So, who are they going to fire? Me, who is more competent, or the boss's daughter? Anyways, I'm not going to complain too much. The whole point is, that was fine. I didn't like that job. So I wasn't really upset about it. I was able to collect unemployment for a little bit. And that's when I really started making games. That's when I started making Fruits versus Veggies and really starting to get into this. And I started this channel. And I'm enjoying this channel. I'm enjoying trying to make games. But then I kind of hit a wall because I got to a point where I had to find a job. Unemployment doesn't last forever. It was a nice respite of time that I was able to utilize to kind of build this channel a little bit, build what I was doing, work on a game. But the time ran out and I had to find a job. I searched and searched, and at the last second, on the last week that my unemployment check was going to come in, I got another job. And it's an independent contractor job. I'm not going to get into it too much, but it's working out really well. I'm enjoying doing it. I'm kind of, in a way, my own boss, even though I am working technically for somebody. But he's great, and he's really flexible with me and allowing me to kind of pick my hours and things. So that's really great. That's really working out. That is allowing me to have extra time and things that I can work on stuff. But you know what? Most days I haven't worked on anything extra. I struggle to get out of bed, and I'm just full on depressed. And I don't know if anybody else struggles with that. I never have in my entire life until COVID. About the first year of COVID, basically, when the country went into lockdown and everything, I was not a fan of it. Not a fan at all. I'll leave it at that. We're past that. I kind of came out of that depression, but that was the first I've ever felt depression in my life. I didn't understand it until now, or until that point. And then this year, it came back. I mean, with all the things that I just mentioned, kind of losing my job, my business, I still have it. We still sell things online on eBay and stuff, but it's just not enough for a full-time income. And so, both me and my wife had to go get jobs. And yeah, it's like losing a dream, I sort of lost a dream. I know everybody's out there working, and that's awesome. I'm just not a person that I've always wanted to be an entrepreneur. I've always wanted to work for myself. So, I don't know. So here I am, kind of right as the year's wrapping up, reflecting on the year, and it's killing me that I'm not working on stuff. I want to work on stuff mentally. I want to get into making a game. I want to get a game out there. I want to work on games. I want to get better at this craft. And you all have been amazingly encouraging. Like, I super appreciate that. It's been great getting to grow this channel and hear from some of you on your journeys as well, and encouraging me on mine. I love it. It's very helpful. But I'm still struggling with depression. So where does that leave me for 2025? Where does that leave this channel? Well, I'm not going anywhere. And I'm working on fixing this whole mic situation and trying to improve my videos. And I don't exactly know what I'm going to do with this channel. I'm still planning to make games, and I do have an idea for a game. It's actually not a bad idea, but I still don't know if I'm confident enough to complete it. Like, if I feel like I have the skill for it. But to be truthful, I'm probably gonna go back to tutorials for a little bit, and maybe I'll talk about the tutorials I'm doing and what I'm learning. I don't know. I want to start doing pixel art so I can kind of do some of my own artwork. I'm going to use Acebrite. I don't know how I say it. But I'm planning to use that. And I found a cool plugin called Pixel Lab, and allows you to use AI. As you guys have known, as I've talked about it many times throughout this channel, I love AI and I love generative AI. And I just want to use whatever I can to help me along the process. So I'm definitely going to be looking into that to help me make pixel art faster, easier. Because I'm in my 40s, guys. I'm 44. I don't have time like I did when I was younger. I don't have time to spend hours and hours on art, and I don't have the money to pay anybody else. So AI is my best friend at this point. I hope someday that'll change. But that's kind of my plan. Sorry. That's kind of my plan. I'm going to start with tutorials. I'm going to start making sprites. I don't know. Who knows? Maybe I'll play indie games or something and stream a bit. Who knows? Or maybe not stream. I'm not really a streamer. I might record stuff in like a playthrough video like I did with Martian Mayhem. I don't know. I really don't know. If you guys have ideas, things you'd like to see me do or talk about. I mean, I might not be super smart in video game design, but I have run a business for 10 years. I do know a few things, and I've kind of used that knowledge set to help me make some of these videos I've made on here and giving tips and tricks and stuff. And I'm always trying to learn more. So I'm going to keep trying to give you guys ideas as well. Try to push you to reach your goals. But I guess one thing that I am doing, me and my wife and my kids, we're going to take kind of a staycation here, starting in the new year. We're going to plan. We're going to plan the new year. We're going to make plans, I should say. It's not New Year's resolutions. It's just we're going to try to make some plans, make some goals, achievable goals. And I hope that helps guide us, give us something to strive for. I'm hoping for myself that helps me get out of this depression. I'm already working on a few things behind the scenes. I'm changing my schedule around a little bit. I'm going to give myself 1 day a week. I'm going to do 4 work days, and some of the 2 days work, 1 day off, 2 days work, and then weekend, that sort of thing. So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. And I'm hoping that will allow me to have 1 full dedicated day where I can really just plow through on something, concepts, whatever, and get some things done. So I hope you guys stick around. I hope I can bring some value to this channel and keep growing it. I'd love to be able to monetize this channel down the road. I haven't hit those goals yet, but I'm on the way. I'm steadily gaining new subscribers all the time, and I thank you guys for that. And I keep subscribing and sharing, liking, all the things. It really helps. And I'm going to become a full-time developer. One way or another. I'm going to do it. I don't want to give up on this goal. I'm going to have hurdles. I'm having a hurdle right now. You might all be having hurdles. But I just wanted to be real. So here I am. It's honestly, it's 1 a.m. It's past 1. I'm eating a frozen pizza, making a video, talking about how I'm depressed. That's where my life is right now. Where's your life at? How are things going for you guys? Let me know. Let me know in the comments. What are you guys working on? How's your game development going? How's your journey going? I do like hearing your stories. So, feel free to keep sharing. I don't have much else to say. If you're actually watching this on New Year's Eve, Happy New Year's coming up. If it's past New Year's, welcome to the new year. It's 2025. Life can be tough. I never thought this is where my life would take me at this point in time. Especially not given where I was at in the past 10 years. There's a lot more going on behind the scenes that I'm not going to share online here, but I gave you guys a little teaser of what is going on, why I'm some of the reasons why I'm depressed. I'm trying to work my way out of it. Maybe I'll talk about it more in the future. I'm hoping the next video isn't going to be so much of a Debbie Downer as this one. But sometimes you just got to be real. And you got to eat a pizza when you're lactose intolerant. And you'll pay for it later. That's self-inflicted harm, I guess. Not great. Don't do that. But sometimes it's just good to be real. So, I don't have a good way to end this. Bit of a depressing video, but I'm depressed. I'm not going to try to let this leak out onto the channel too much in my other videos, but wrapping up the year. Again, I watched Pascal from Orange Pixel also talk about his struggles with depression this year. And it just hit me. And I was like, you know what? Somebody out there is going to relate to it. I related to him. And I hope I can just encourage you to keep pushing on. Make those goals. I'm going to make goals. You guys make goals too. Don't be afraid if you don't hit the goals to pivot and change as life hits you in different directions. But make a goal, something to aim for. I'll probably talk about that in a future video as I get moving through the year, about goals and sometimes how you need to adjust goals. But for the start, I'm going to try to make some plans, try to make some goals. And try to get through. I want to make a game. I want to release it in 2025. I would love to release 2 games at least in 2025, like commercial games on Steam. We'll see. That's a slightly bigger goal. I want to make little goals to get to that point as well. I sort of talked about that in my last scope video on kind of how to achieve a bigger goal and get there in time. So it's okay to be down once in a while. Try not to stay there. I'm trying not to. But it's okay to be real and honest with yourself about your emotions and where you're at. So, thank you for listening. If you stuck around this far, sorry to be a bit of a bummer, but I'm going to try to turn this around in the coming year. So, here's watching me eat pizza. Crazy. Should I change this into a food channel? Anyways, I appreciate you guys. Thanks for sticking around. And until next time, keep YouTubing it up.
Thanks for checking out Neon Dream Games channel. Please make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that bell button so you can stay up to date on all the latest videos we have to offer. Don't forget to leave a comment to suggest what kind of videos you'd like to see more of in the future. See you in the next video.